Hello and welcome to Applied Database 1. With the current amount of data that's being collected, analyzed, and used, there is a need for a tool to manage such huge amount of data. There is a need to understand how to create, manage, and how to manipulate database to query about the information needed. For example, if a physician would like to query about a patient history, he can or she can use a query to pull the information from the database. The first introductory applied database course provides a foundation for database design, development, and manipulation. So basically this course is dealing with you as if you don't have enough information about database or you don't know anything about database, and we are going to build that foundation for database, but we are not going to go into the advanced part of database management, and that will be taken care of in a different course. In addition, this course will go over the implementation of a database within a database management system. So basically you are building the database but within a database management system, and that will be addressing the concept of central administration. Students will be dealing with structured data addressing concurrency and database security. And to emphasize that, a programming project will be required for hands-on experience in creating the database. So you'll be able, by the end of the semester, you'll be able to create a database. My name is Professor Yusuf and I will be your instructor for this course. So please feel free to contact me via email, phone, or through virtual office hours using Microsoft Teams. Please take the time to view, read, and understand all provided material. 99% of your questions are addressed in the syllabus and course content. But if there is any questions about the assignment, about the exams, or about anything about the material, I would prefer that you email it to me immediately so we can I can answer your question. My office hours are posted under the Announcements tab through the online learning system and in the syllabus. For easy access to the course material, all course activities has been listed under Course Content. There is no textbook required for this course, but if you would like, there is a book called Database Processing, the 15th edition or whatever edition is current. You can use that as a reference. It will assist you a lot in understanding the course material. And again, you know, this is a foundational database course, so we're trying to understand what is a database and how to design and build the database. The course is online, so all course material will be available for you through the online learning system. Your home page will display the different courses, as you know, or as maybe you're familiar with by now, where you can click on your course of interest to access course information. I suggest that you navigate through the different tabs to familiarize yourself with the course organization. In addition, I would suggest that you log in at least once every day to stay current with course requirements and changes. For easy access, all course material, including assignments, discussions, quizzes, presentations, lectures, and supplemental material, have been posted under the course content tab, where you can go through the different modules and find all these material. The modules will be released on weekly basis as the semester progresses. So every week you will see a module that's been released with all the course material or the course activities required during that week. You need to access your online courses daily to check for the latest updates and due dates. The syllabus quiz should be completed during the first week. It will be used to verify your attendance and understanding to course requirements. Failing to complete the quiz could lead to purging from the course, and you will not be able to view other course materials. So you have to complete this syllabus quiz as soon as possible. All students are required to complete a weekly discussion, which should be due by Sunday of each week. Make every attempt to post your initial response by the middle of the module week, and respond to at least one of your peers by the end of that week. The first week will not have, since we have the syllabus quiz and it's all course information, we don't have a discussion for the first week. So the discussions will start from the second week. The weekly discussion is to answer the questions posted and reply at least one of your peers' posts before the end of the submission period. You will get points subtracted if you did not reply to your peers. So make sure to reply to one of your peers. Half of the points will be for replying and half of the points will be for posting. The questions should be answered after reviewing the course material. So please, view the lecture, view the course material, and then answer the questions. It's just telling you what did you learn this week. If you have any questions, if you have any concerns, then you can post it in the discussion and let me know. At the same time, if you need an answer immediately, it's better to post it or to send it via email than posting under that discussion. So that discussion is just for the course material for that week. If you have any other questions for like assignments or exams or anything related to the course material, then you can send it to me as an email. This discussion will assist in getting your feedback about the course material. As stated before, it's required to complete this weekly discussion. And if you miss the submission period, your grade for that week will be a 0. Use the provided channels to communicate with me. You can email, you can call, or you can use Microsoft Teams during office hours. Calling, you can call through the regular phone, which might not be recommended, or you can call through Microsoft Teams itself. So Microsoft Teams provide for you the ability to do video calling and audio calling. In addition, you can chat through Microsoft Teams. If you left me a message on Microsoft Teams, I can reply to you later that day, or maybe in 48 hours. The more communication you have with the instructor, the better understanding of the course material. So if you have any questions, just feel free to send it to me via email, via Microsoft Teams. Please send your messages, and don't worry about the question. There is no questions that's called stupid, but not asking questions, that's not right. So it's better to ask the questions, whatever the question is, to understand the course material and know exactly what will be required from you to accomplish. Email messages should have the subject as the name of the course and the problem. So you will tell me what course you're in the subject. So I will know that you are asking question about 4708 or about database. And then you ask about the question, maybe assignment 3. So 4708 assignment 3 questions. At that point, I will know that you are from this course and you are asking about this assignment, and then use professional language and professional words to write the email. Don't use chat, don't use any other language that's not professional in the email. In that email, you describe the problem and you describe what you faced as a problem, and I will try my best to answer your question as soon as possible. Each assignment has guidelines and requirements. So make sure to read assignment requirements and submit before due date and time. Don't submit via email. Late assignments will not be accepted unless you have a valid excuse. At that point, I will require from you some kind of documentation to verify that you have that excuse. When you submit your assignment, you need to use certain naming format. So the assignment naming format should be like A1, like for assignment 1, underscore 4708, that's the course number, underscore your last name. Points will be subtracted from your grade if you did not use this format. Again, following the requirements is very important. So I want you to submit reports according to requirements and with the proper accuracy. All assignments should be submitted in Microsoft Word or PDF format, unless instructed otherwise. If you develop something with another software and you would like to submit it with that software, then I will tell you to submit using that format. But most of the time, what we're going to do, even if we create in another software, we're going to create a screenshot and paste it in Microsoft Word. The course project will be divided into 3 project assignments, and that will make it easy for you over the course of the semester. Those assignments should be submitted over the course or the progress of the course. All project assignments must be completed and written individually. Sharing codes or posting codes in the discussion area is not allowed. Please don't do that. The project report should be submitted in a professional format with the proper grammar and correct spelling. Even if you have a code, explain the code when you write it. Like this code is being used to create this table or this view or whatever the code is written for. So explain the code, explain why did you use that, put some notes on that so I can understand why did you use that approach or that method of creating the code. The project report should be submitted in a professional format and proper grammar. Again, if you need help, you can use the Writing Center to assist in writing that report. The notes that you put before, after the table, before the code, after the code, use proper and professional format. And since we have in the assignment naming, we have one for the assignments, then we have the same for assignment naming for the project. Instead of A1, we have project assignment, so PA1 underscore 478, that's the course number, underscore your last name. And the project guidelines and instructions will be posted under course content, so you will see it in the learning system and you will know exactly what will be required from you. There will be 2 exams through the whole semester, midterm and the final. Both exams will have 50 questions, true, false, and multiple choice. Each question will have 2 points. The final will include all chapters within the course material. It's very important to work and submit all course activities. Having high scores in the exam does not mean that you will pass the course. All course activities are designed to complement each other and to assist in the learning process. So you have to distribute your effort on all these activities, whether assignments, exams, discussions. I will recommend that you do all of them. Try to submit and finish all of them. If you have a question about the grades, email me directly and I will be more than glad to answer your question. So don't post it in the discussion, just email me directly. This course is a foundational course, as been stated at the beginning. So the material and the lectures are delivered in a way to address students with no experience in database. If you have experience, bear with me, so we can bring everybody at the same level, and then we can work together to design the database and to create the database. Accordingly, coding will not be introduced until the mid of the semester. Coding will be part of the project requirements and an important step of completing this course. The idea is to understand the main concepts first, then start implementing what we learned from the concepts. To gain more experience in database, you need to complete Applied Database 2, which is the advanced database course, where in that course you start first you use another database management system to learn. Second, you use how you will understand how to connect all these dots together and how to implement that in a more professional environment. So it will be like a higher advanced course for you to understand database and to work as a database administrator. In this course, students will be able to create database from scratch, redesign a database, or migrate database. Students will be able to develop a data model and database design before writing the code. The design will assist students in writing the proper code with the least amount of errors. The code will be compiled and implemented in a database management system. As I said, we can select one of the database management system and start working with that system to see how it's been implemented within a database management system. To accomplish that, we start by going over the main concepts of database and the importance of database management systems. A data model and database design will be developed. The database design will be translated into a code using structured query language, and this is the language that we are going to use as our programming language for the database. The code will be implemented using Oracle as a database management system. So this is our selection. Our selection is Oracle. So if you are familiar with other database management systems such as MySQL or SQL Server, we are not using that. We're going to use Oracle as our database management system. In addition, students will learn how to handle the redesign of an existing database and managing multi-user database and database security. You don't have to worry about the software right now, but in database modeling and design, we can use some of the available free software packages to assist in creating the data model and the database design. And I'm insisting here in saying data model and database design because both are different, and that will be explained later on. So we are going to create a model, we are going to create a database design, and we are going to use software packages to do that. We are not going to use Word or PDF. We are going to use professional software packages for creating the database model and database design. Some of the suggested free software packages, we have the Microsoft Visio, which can be downloaded for free from the college. This is being provided by the college. And there are a list of other software, as you see here, that I listed for you. That will be available online for free, and you can do it online. It's like on the cloud. You don't have to download or install anything, just do it on the cloud. So you can use any other software that you are comfortable with, that you can use for database and create the database model and database design. For the database management system, which is Oracle, we are going to use Oracle Live SQL. And again, this is something that you don't have to download, you don't have to install. It's on the cloud, and you can use it to actually compile your code, create the tables, create the database, and make sure that your tables or your code is correct. So this is part of the process of learning how to write the code. And you should not have any problem with that one, because you can access it from any computer or any operating system from anywhere. So that will be all for this session. If you have any questions or any concerns, please feel free to email, call, or use Microsoft Teams. Thank you and have a great day.